Good morning, Cowboy Jim, Fort McMurray, Alberta, Canada. First video of the day. I chanced to watch the last. Well, I watched all the videos I did yesterday. That's what I do to understand my rudimentary perspectives on life and on issues of life and on the influences therein. I I watched Little Fox News today, and I watched Lindsey Graham interviewing the nominee for the Supreme Court in the U.S. And the lady is a beautiful looking black lady. And she has been a judge for X amount of time, and so on and so on. And Lindsey Graham was giving her a supreme workover for her lax application of the law to do with abused children, sexual abuse of children, intimate sexual abuse of children, as presented on the internet. And Lindsey Graham was just really waxing eloquently. And the lady was trying to defend herself for being extremely lenient on abusers that she, as a judge, passed sentence on. And her sentences, not spoken, but her edict, was lax. Lindsey Graham said, "Why did you not charge those abusers with the minimum recommended sentence of the Crown attorneys?" And she answered. And Lindsey says, "It's not good enough. You looked at the range of sentence that you had it in your power to dole out, and you determined somehow that your verdict, your sentencing of the adults abusing children, you didn't even come close to the minimum that was recommended." And Lindsey Graham said, "Why?" And she said, "Because of the popularity." This is my summation of what she said. "Because of the popularity, availability of porn, child porn, on the internet." And Lindsey said, "Well, did you take into consideration the hundreds of thousands of pictures that were available on the internet, proven that the one particular person who was a child abuser had been watching?" And she said, "I gave my verdict based on the fact that so much child abuse is available And it was like as though she were making an excuse for the person who had abused a child, and that just pisses me right off. You know, I speak a bit clearly, not by necessity eloquently, nor seemingly politely, because I think it's abhorrent. You can't watch my videos without knowing that my main thing in life is to fight against intolerance, of course, but against child abuse. And in support of the dear people who have grown through that and cannot find a way whereby they can escape those memories. There's child abuse going on in the Ukraine. Russian people, under Putin's direction, are killing men, women, and children. Young, elderly, indiscriminately. I spoke of Mariupol. I'll get that. As being about to enter into the receiving of a world horror orchestrated by Putin, carried out by not all the Russian soldiers over there. Many of them are just deserting, but I don't think they're deserting. They're starting a new life outside the direction of a politician who's telling them how they have to behave, how they have to kill men, women, and children indiscriminately, without care, without thought, with malice, unsubstantiated. So then, my wonderful little sister down in Red Deer, she sent me a YouTube thing that she had recorded and forwarded to me. And it was done by a Scottish guy, NIEL Oliver. He has quite a huge following. What an accent. And he spoke at great length about COVID having disappeared, but that COVID implemented the realization within people around the world of fear. The most beautiful woman in the world I ever occasioned to meet did a dissertation on fear and what she perceived it to be, which was the greatest debilitating factor, influence in the lives of modern day man. NIEL Oliver, I watched what my little sister sent to me. She does that. I'll take one of my videos, any of the ones I did yesterday, but the last one in particular, and I send it to every person that I hold in deep respect. And I don't think it's recorded when I send something as having been a view. And a view is only something that you start a video and you watch the whole blessed thing to the end. Then it's considered a view. Up until then, it's not. But it's kind of a joke. For me, it's a wonderful exemplification of the plausibility of what I am trying to do. And I spoke yesterday, my last video, last night I suppose, of love, of purpose, of Well, the one video was about booking your flight on the Rapture Express. The one I forwarded to all the people whom I hold in high regard, respect, deepest of respect, throughout Canada, from New Brunswick to mid and northern Saskatchewan. I put a warning label on it. This may well offend, and it surely probably would. It says, warning, this video may shoot. It was a very interesting day for me. Offend you, because it is too spiritual, let's say. We could use the word religious, but you know me, I'm sure not religious. But I want you to know something. If you want your eyes to be opened, NIEL, Oliver, and if your eyes encumbered by your heart, as mine was when I watched NIEL Oliver, and oh, I pray you do. If you never watch anything I ever do again, if you just once listen to NIEL Oliver, you will make his life to count for something, as I've tried to find a way to implement the potential that some words I may say may encourage you, may incite, inspire you to consider where we are at in history, where we potentially could be going. And only you can book your ticket. It doesn't take Visa or MasterCard. It takes a recognition of who and what you are in the Creator's game plan and his Son, Jesus. And so you can book your flight on the Rapture Express. Only you. By accepting Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, recognizing that there could well be a Creator, and if there is, you'd like to know for sure. Otherwise, you're not interested. I don't blame you. But you ask God to reveal himself to you. I believe he will. I truly do. Give NIEL Oliver a watch on YouTube. The title was NIEL Oliver Live. Consider it. For me, yes. As a personal favor. But moreover, for you. He said, NIEL Oliver said, COVID was used to cause us to fear. He said, COVID disappeared like a vapor. Oh, it's coming back again. Who gives a rat's ass? You're alive today. You're not tomorrow. Make your life count for something. bigger than who and what you are. Make it count for something. Mine is dedicated to caring for, and my whole life has been dedicated to those who could not care for themselves. It's my choice. Your choice is it's your choice. Only you can determine the fulfillment of the desire of your heart and the fulfillment, implementation, evidentiary expose of who and what you are and what you care about. So listen, you have a good day. Consider booked your ticket on the Rapture Express. Well, I hope so. Listen to NIEL Oliver. It'll do you good. It will. Well, God bless from the old rancher. I'll never forget that lady. Stepped right in front of me. At work, she said, "You must be Cowboy Jim." I said to myself, "I'm no cowboy. I fall off horses." Well, I do. And I looked at her and I thought, "Woman, you can call me anything you want. Well, just call me once." God bless you. Don't you despair. No. Be aware. Ascertain what you choose to believe and walk in it. God bless you. God bless you.